and show you some of the capabilities and some of the wonderful things that can be done with Glogster. I thought we'd first start out by showing you a Glog presentation. So my Glog presentation today is made up of Glogs that I use in presenting to other teachers. It's made up of some Glogs that I've made, but it's also made up of Glogs from other teachers and other students. So there's a great variety here. It's Glogster can be used for PD. It can be used to introduce new concept to students. It can be used as for students as an end product for any project-based or challenge-based lesson or lesson assignment, or even just a simple activity. So what I wanted to do first is go to one of the Glogs that we use, and I'm going to go to the Glog that is What About Glogster? What happens when you click on the Glog, it opens up a new window. So when a student can present their work, they can then close the window and go back to the presentation. But from here, you'll notice there are three buttons over on the right-hand side. There's a presentation mode button, there's a private print button, and then there's a citations and attachment button. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to click the presentation, and you'll notice that the Glog now displays full screen. The reason I like to use this Glog is that it shows the capabilities of what can be put on a Glog. So, first off, what is Glogster? Well, Glogster is a company, and the Glog itself is an online platform that's very easy for users to use because they can drag and drop all of their media and elements onto a Glog, and it invites the user to come in and to take a look and to explore. So as you can see, we have an animated graphic here. But what else we have on this Glog is we have a link out to another website. So from here we can go and show that the ISTE standards. We also have images that have been downloaded, and it invites the user to click on these JPEG images, and they expand to full size. One of the most powerful items about Glogster is its ability to embed video and music and these images as well. So what's great is, all right, I'm going to play a video. This is Glogster in 60 seconds. So I've clicked on the video and then I've expanded it to full screen. And this is just showing you how quick and easy it is to create a Glog. And we'll go into this a little bit more in depth in just a minute, but just enjoy. Just a short little video that was put together. The ability then to take these elements from the internet or from your computer or from the camera and microphone from your own computer really engages and motivates students to stay on that project a longer period of time. It really engages them to do their best work. It's just a fun medium. So it does keep students motivated and engaged. And the great thing about Glogster is that it is safe for the educational environment. Glogster itself was founded in 2007 as an online social media site for children. And the whole idea of Glogster was that they would recreate a kid's bedroom wall and take those posters and digitize them and make them more engaging so that they could then share these posters with their friends and family. The teachers got a hold of Glogster because kids were creating glogs and bringing them in and showing them to their teachers, and teachers wanted to use it in their classroom. But as with a lot of social sites, there's a lot of angst and self-expression on Glogster itself, and they wanted a more personalized, safe, and secure place for their students to create and to work. And so a sister site, an EDU, a totally separate site from our glogster.com site, was created. Glogster right now is an international phenomenon. In the United States, where we have our the highest presence, we have over 23% usage amongst teachers in the United States. Glogster itself is a very green solution for poster board, markers, and supplies in the classroom. All right, I'm going to minimize this and get out of the presentation mode because what I also wanted to show you is this private print button. Every teacher has the ability to print a glog. So you can print it out in paper format, and under the printing of the glog is a QR code. The other nice thing about Glogster is this attachment tool. So as you can see, there's a lot you can put on your glog, but many times with projects, there's supporting documentation that you want the student to hand in. With Glogster, you can attach documents. You can attach presentations, you can attach Word files, you can attach Excel files and PDF files. So Glogster becomes that perfect platform for an entire end product or for a unit lesson. What's great about Glogster is that with the multi-license function, student work can follow them from year to year, and so a portfolio can be created. The other thing I wanted to note on this is that the citations. Citations, any element that is brought in from the internet, either from YouTube or from Google image search, is captured with a citation link. And as you notice, as I mouse over each of those links, it's highlighted, so you know which element came from what site. All right, let's close this out. Let's go back to our presentation. Just wanted to show you a couple of examples as far as the uses of Glogster. If you're stymied for what I can use it for as far as your work, let this load, and let's just go into presentation mode here. So we feel at Glogster that Glogster is a creative environment for all, both students and teachers, and that every day deserves a glog, that it's more than just a poster to be used once or twice a year, that you can use it for any initiative that you have, that you can use it for a sporting event or a play to drive attendance at these because of the ability to embed a glog in a school website or a social or a school web page or a social page. You can advertise, you can celebrate if you do have any initiatives. It's perfect for the flipped classroom or for digital storytelling, any science fair, virtual field trip, because it's curriculum agnostic in that it doesn't, it's just the platform. You can use any curriculum you currently are using and just use Glogster as the medium to present that work. Glogster is perfect as far as reaching all learning styles. It engages students. It really allows you to differentiate instruction and to make your content available for everyone in the classroom. All right, so these are a couple of examples, and I just wanted to show that we are used in Romania and Bulgaria, and it's great for the ELL and the English as a second language options. Teachers get very creative as far as putting their content on a glog to present it to student in new and in exciting ways. All right, so now that we've gone through some of the examples, What I'd like to do is to go to our dashboard and just show you how quick and easy it is to create a glog. And Lila, I will make this glog presentation available to everyone after the presentation, so that everyone can go in and explore and take a look at some of the examples. All right, so let's go to the dashboard. Your dashboard is your home page and allows you to navigate the entire site, but it also is the place where all of your information is shared and combined, so that you can search and through tabs access your blogs, your classes, your students, projects, which are your assignments that you assign students, the portfolio area, presentations, all of the teachers who are with you, you can see in message, and then there's also a message center. So for today's session, I just wanted to go through a quick glog, how to create a glog. So first we're going to just click the Create New Glog, and you'll notice that when you click that green button, that templates appear for you. Now these are empty templates. There are more premium templates, and those are stored in the Glogpedia. Templates can be content templates as well as the blank templates. But for today's session, let's just focus on creating a horizontal glog. So we're going to click on the glog, and it's going to open it up in your editing area. And I can tell it's my editing area because I have the visibility of the toolbar. Now there are three ways that you can upload media to your blog. You can upload locally from your computer using this arrow. So if you click the arrow, you can go grab information from your desktop, and it will add it to your image library. The second option is to link data. Your link data allows you to search YouTube, TeacherTube, and add a link to either an image or a video or a sound or music, and that can be added to your library there. The hand option activates your internal camera and microphone. So if I opened up my grab tool, I can grab new video. You do have to allow flash to access your camera and video. And this then will open up the camera and the microphone. Hi, Lila. And allow you to make a recording. So students can record themselves, create a narrative for any story, and it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. So seeing the camera here, we can hit record, and we can record ourselves giving our review of one of the book assignments that someone gave. When you're done recording, you click stop, and we can record ourselves giving our review of one of the book assignments that someone gave. When you're done recording, you click stop. Right, so it allows you to review your video. If you don't like it, you would hit previous and record it again. If it's all right, you can then hit the continue button, save your file, and that video becomes an element or a piece in your video library. So let's close this and go back to our glog. And let me click on the toolbar, and you notice if I click tools, it goes away and it comes back, so you always have access to your tools. You'll notice that there are stars over each of these. These are the places that I had added images. So this is the one I had grabbed from my computer. You'll notice the video. Here's the video that we just took. And what's really nice about it, it's very easy to add to your glog. You can click on it, which brings it over to the selection area. You can click Add a Frame, and I can choose a frame. And I can click through my selection, and it will change to whatever I choose. You have categories over on the left-hand side. Once I'm happy with my selection, I click Use It, and that video is now on the page of my glog. I'm going to just X out of this just to get rid of it for a minute. When I click on an element on a glog, you get further editing tools. And, I'm going to invite you to play and to explore, but let me quickly show you that this first button is your layering tool. It can go in front or behind, or I can clone and make a copy. I can also click the trash can and hit delete and get rid of it off of there. This undoes my last move. I can change the color. I can add a link, so I can cite sources if I put anything on here and I wanted this to link out to another place. I select the text and I can go to edu.glogster.com. You'll notice that the text now is underlined, so it shows that this is a link. Now, the link does not work in edit mode, but you'll notice up at the save bar you have a preview button, and it tells you are in preview mode. When I mouse over it now, it says the link is not available, but you can see that there is a link on this item. And go back to edit. I can choose the font. I can change the font. I can change the size. Now what's really kind of neat is there's this option called Flexi. Flexi auto fits the size of the font to the area box, so it gets rid of any scroll bar. I can change that, and once I'm done I just have to X out, or if I want to change the color of the font I can do that. I have a rotation tool. I have a resize tool. I also have a shadow and transparency tool. So the magic wand, if I click on yes, as you'll notice I have a shadow that I can then play with. I also have a transparency button. You choose the button, you click yes, and I can play with the opacity of the item. Click no, click back, and now I can start playing with all of the items that are on my glog. I can hit delete and get rid of all of these so that I can start from scratch. If I go back up and click the toolbar, it's going to bring the tools back on. Now these are all of the elements that you can put on your glog. So that's what the toolbar is for. You can add text, graphic, images. Now wall and page is the So once again, activating the toolbar gives you access to place elements or place items on your glog. Clicking the toolbar will open or close it, and these are all of the options you have. You can add text to your glog. You'll notice when you click the text button, you have different categories to choose from. Once you choose a category, you'll have elements on this side, and what's really nice is that I can drag, and I can drop it onto my glog to edit. So I can go and, depending upon your creation style or your preferences, you can either add everything to your glog and arrange it there, or you can glog as you go. Okay. I'll just click Flexi to make sure it fits. Let's click that toolbar and bring it back. And let's move on to graphics. And again, every element that you put on your glog, those same further edit tools will become available, allowing you to then rotate, increase in size, and to go through all of those that we've gone through before. Graphics, there are graphic libraries available to you that Glogster has uploaded. You can add animated graphics to your glog. You can click through all, and I can just start putting things all over the place here. And again, choosing the different categories brings up a whole new library of elements for you. Image is your own image library. So when you first go into Glogster, your image library will be empty, but it will allow you to upload your own images. And clicking that will then access all of your images. With our school and district product, our multi-license product, everyone has a Google search. So I could look for cats, and this is a safe image search, but I can now stay within the Glogster program, go and look, and either drag and drop it onto my glog, or the other option is to choose it, bring it over, and click the Use It button. Could also, before I put it on, is add a frame to it, and then use it. Resize it, and we can play with all of that later. So that's your image library. Your wall library, your wall is the background on your glog. So if you click Gallery, you'll notice that again that you have folders available to you. You click, use it, and you can change the background on your glog. Your page option is the space behind your glog. And while it's visible within Glogster, if you embed your glog outside of Glogster, the page is not visible. Now we had shown audio as far as how to grab audio, but you can upload and link.
Teacher-created digital stories can be used to enhance current lessons and as a way to facilitate.
So you can record yourself, create a library, or you can upload music and have that available as well. This is the video library. I can search YouTube. If I searched YouTube for cats, once selected, you can preview your video before adding it to your glog. If it's something that you do want to use, again, you can put something on there and then put it on our glog. And there's the video of the cats. The data tool, I had shown you the paperclip early on. The data tool allows you to upload those documents or presentations or PDF files and then attach them to your glog, making them visible to users after the glog is published. So once I have my glog created the way I want, and of course we're just resizing here and playing, we then have the option to save our glog. We're going to just do a test. Once you save your glog, oh, this is important, this auto-saving feature. Glogster every couple of minutes will auto-save your work so it won't be lost. Once it's auto-saved, it will be visible within your glog library. When you click Save, you are asked to choose a category and grade level, and then how you want to save your glog. So there are 4 ways that you can save your glog. Students have 2 options. They can save their glog as finished or unfinished. Teachers have the option of then making their work public or public with reglog, which is basically creating it as a template for others to use. Once it's done, we can go and view this glog. And it loads all of the elements, and again, we can just hit view, and there's the glog that we created. Here's the video. We can stop that. This is the video that we recorded with the camera. Now we'll take a second to load.
Record us.
So that's that. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is that underneath each of the glogs, you have the ability to rate the glog. It has to be public. You can push it out to your social networks. You can embed it in a page, so if you embed it, it will provide you with an embed code and put it in your school website. You can also send a link to the glog to friends or to students' parents and share work that way. If you have an Edmodo site, you can embed it directly to Edmodo. You can recommend this glog to Glogster, or you can add to prepared glogs. Add to prepared glogs means that you want to make this glog available as a presentation later on. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard because I want to show you that the glog that we created is now visible under the glog tab.